morning, friends. It's great to see you today. Thank you for welcoming me into your home. We're going to get started with a floor exercise today. Let's sit up nice and tall in simple seated posture. Feel free to sit on a block or sit on a handy-dandy bolster or just overstuffed cushion. Make sure you have some blocks handy or some boxes of tissue and a strap or a belt or a old tie. All right, so let's just move the flesh out of the way here and anchor into those sit bones. Maybe just give it a little wiggle around and just feel those sit bones anchor into the floor. Let's sit up nice and tall. Take a beautiful inhale through the nose and just a big sigh out the mouth. All right, let's just let go of our concerns, our worries, let go of all of the things that we have to do today. Right? Or maybe the lack of things to do today. As we sit up tall, let's just breathe for a moment. Give ourselves permission to focus on the breath and to trace the breath as it enters the body and moves through the body, right? So if you can just inhale here, again a big sigh, and then we're going to start to exhale through the nose with the same force that you would use with a sigh. That's going to start to slow down that exhale. And hopefully you can feel that warming sensation in the back of your throat, right? You can start to hear it in your inner ear. You're going to notice that your core, right, those transverse abdominal muscles have to work a little harder, drawing the navel towards the spine to push all that air out of your body. And that's what we want to do today, right? You want to feel those front bottom ribs knitting together. That's going to help you sit a little taller, lean back into the posture. Maybe just take a moment here just to loop those shoulders back and down. All right? And lift a little taller through the crown. Let's take a beautiful breath again. Exhale it out and just relax the jaw. Perhaps let your tongue rest at the roof of your mouth. And then imagine that the air you're drawing into your body having a color or a light to it. So as you breathe in, you're drawing that light, maybe the color purple or yellow, into the body. And with your mind's eye, you're tracing that color, that light as it moves through the body. Notice where it stalls. Where does it kind of peter out, right? In the next breath, try to get that light, that color to move down deeper into the body. Maybe into your elbows, right? Down to your wrists, into your hips. And let's just come practice that for a couple breaths. Moving that light, that color down towards your toes, down into your heels. Good. We're going to start to use that breath and marry it with the movement, right? And I suggest just keeping your eyes closed. Let's draw the chin towards the chest and just breathe into the back of the neck. And then walk the gaze up the front wall to the ceiling, lifting the chin. Let's do that again, dropping the chin towards the chest. Walking the gaze up the front wall to the ceiling. And again. Great job. And come back to center, turn your head to the right. Center, turn your head to the left. Again, center, turn your head to the right. Center, turn the head to the left. And come back to center. Think of your head sitting on that spring and just let your head wobble around that spring. Great job. If you have a block handy, you may want to place it on either side of your hips, right? That'll lift the floor to you as we move into some arm sweeps. Let's take a beautiful inhale. Inhale, both arms sweep up. Exhale, draw the hands down through heart center. Again, inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, draw the hands down through heart. And again, inhale, arms sweep up. Good, and hands melt through heart. Right, there's no rush here. We've got lots of time. We've got lots of resources. Let's draw those thumbs into the heart center. Lift that crown. Just feel the pressure of the palms, the pressure between the fingertips. Let's place that right hand to the floor. Left arm's going to frame the ear. Little hinge to the right. Breathing into that left side body. Good. One more breath. And if you can think of that breath as a key that unlocks the tension, we're just going to shrug that shoulder. Bring that left hand to the floor. Right arm's going to reach up, frame the ear. Little hinge to the other side. Let's breathe into that right side body. Good. Right hand sweeps across the sky. And give those shoulders a shrug. Good. Let's extend those legs out in front and just shake them out a little bit. And then windshield wiper those feet in and out. I don't think you can see my feet here in the video, but we're just rolling those feet in and out like a windshield wiper, loosening up those hips for a moment. All right, let's draw that right knee in. Okay. Left hand's gonna wrap around, left arm's gonna wrap around that right knee. Right hand to the base of the spine. We're gonna gently twist right. Let the gaze follow. And just breathe. Exhale it out. One more gorgeous breath here. And let's release back to center. Right? Lengthen out those legs. Windshield wiper them in and out. And let's do the other side. Draw that left knee in. Right arm wraps around. Left hand to the base of the spine. Gently twist left. Breathing in. Hopefully you can feel that behind the shoulder blades as well. Right, as we breathe in, that belly is expanding. As we exhale, we're lengthening the spine. Good. Let's come back to center. Windshield wiper those feet. And drop back into simple seated. Right, hands on top of the knees. Let's start at that pelvis. Tuck the tail, drop the chin to the chest, and pop those elbows out. And breathe into that backside body. Good, and rise up tall and just loop those shoulders. Swim our hands back, right? If you're sitting on a bolster, you may want to come off of the bolster or the cushion. If you'd like, instead of getting off the bolster or the cushion, just place those blocks a little bit behind your hips, right? So that your hands have a little shelf to rest on, lifting the floor to your hands. And we're going to press the heels of the hands down, loop the shoulders, puff out the chest, and lift the chin. Take a beautiful breath. Breathe into that heart center. Good. Hold here and breathe again. One more breath. Maybe walk the gaze across the ceiling. And slowly walk the gaze back across the ceiling and loop those shoulders. Both arms reach up, framing the ears. Let's bend those elbows. Hands towards the nape of the neck. Elbows tuck into the ears. And we just lift that gaze. Good. One more breath. And let's reach up and shrug those shoulders. All right, lengthen out those legs, give them a little shake. Walk your right knee in and press forward. Walk your right knee in, press forward. One more time. Good, and then take your right foot, place it over your left knee. Left arm wraps around that right knee, right hand to the base of the spine, gently twist right. Good. Sit up a little taller. That right hand's right at the base of the spine as we reach tall. And let's release. And shake out those feet. Good. Right hands on the floor. Draw that left knee in. Press forward. Draw the left knee in. Press forward. One more time. Great, and place that left foot over the right knee. Right arm wraps around the left knee. Left hand to the base of the spine as we gently twist left. Let's breathe in. Exhale it out. One more. Great job, and we're gonna come back to center. Right? Legs pull in, simple seated, hands on top of the knees, take a gorgeous breath. Tuck the tail, drop the chin to the chest, pop your elbows out. Good, sit up tall, swim those hands back, press those fingertips down, and then press the heels of the hands, loop the shoulders, puff out the chest, lift the gaze, breathe into that heart center. Good, and sit up tall. Walk that gaze right back across the ceiling, loop those shoulders. Left hand to the floor, right arm frames the ear, little hinge left. Good, right arm sweeps across the sky, give that right shoulder a nice shrug. Right hand to the floor, left arm reaches straight line up, gentle hinge to the other side. Good, left hand sweeps across the sky, and shrug those shoulders. All right, friends, let's come up into all fours. Knees underneath hip points, wrists underneath shoulder heads, and let's gently sweep those hips from one side to the other. All right, we're gonna come into modified plank. All right, so our knees walk back. It's a long diagonal from our crown towards our knees, right? Just wiggle out those toes, roll out those ankles. Right? Your arms are strong. You're pushing your body away from the floor. We're going to take a gorgeous breath here. And let's lower down chaturanga. And then press into those knees. Send your hips back towards your heels. And bow forward into child's pose. Take a beautiful inhale. Exhale, press those hands underneath the shoulder heads, walk it back up, right? Back to modified plank, right? Loop the shoulders, reach to the crown, let's lower down. Send the hips back, child's pose. Good, and let's do that again, right? And lower down. Send it back. And two more times. Plank, modified plank, lower down. Send it back, child's pose. Great job, and we're going to add on. All right, modified plank. Reach through that crown, loop the shoulders, take a gorgeous breath. Let's lower down. Slide our elbows underneath our shoulder heads. Come up, Sphinx. Good, and release. Send your hips back towards your heels. Child's pose. Let's do that again. Plank, modified plank, lower down. Slide our elbows underneath our shoulder heads. Lift that chin, puff open the chest. Good, child's pose. Send your hips back. Walk our hands to the left. And then walk our hands to the right. Good, walk our hands back to center, bow. And back to plank, modified plank, reach to the crown. Good, lower down. Slide our elbows underneath. Loop the shoulders, lift the heart. Good, and release. Hands slide underneath shoulder heads. Press those hips back. Child's pose. And hands underneath shoulder heads. Come up on top of those knees and loop those shoulders. Squeezing the knees together, left hand to the thigh or the hip. Right arm reaches up, hinge to the left. Lift that gaze, beautiful breath. Right arm sweeps across the sky. Give that right shoulder a good shrug. Right hand to the hip or the thigh, left arm reaches up, hinge to the right. Beautiful breath. Good, sweep that left arm across the sky and shrug. All right, friends, we're gonna come into some gate poses here. Hands underneath shoulder heads, right? Let's fluke our right foot out, right? It's like a kickstand. Right hand underneath the shoulder head, left foot to the base of the mat, left arm reaches up and over so that we're stacking, excuse me, my hair's in the way. We're stacking wrist, shoulder, shoulder, wrist. Let's frame that left ear. Beautiful breath. Keep that heart center spiraling to the ceiling and just lift that left foot for a float. Good, beautiful breath. Gently pull that right hip forward. Keep breathing. You can always keep that left foot resting on the mat. Good, left arm reaches up, right? Left foot anchors, left hand's gonna grab that imaginary rope, come on up. Left hand to the thigh, right arm reaches over across. Right arm sweeps back across. And left hand follows. Left knee, gentle sway of the hips. And let's do the other side. All right, left foot's gonna fluke. Right foot to the base of the mat, left hand underneath your shoulder head, right arm reaches open. Stacking wrist, shoulder, shoulder, wrist. Let's frame our right ear, beautiful breath. Good, feel free to float that right foot. Breathe into that right hip. Gently pull your left hip forward. Right, your right foot anchors down, right arm reaches up, grabs that imaginary rope, tether to the sky. Pull yourself up. Right hand to that right knee, left hand reaches across the sky. Oh, let's open up that left hip. Gently pull that left hip forward a bit. Excellent, left hand sweeps back across the sky. Right arm follows, and then right knee. Gentle sweep of the hips. Good, one more breath. And let's do that one more time. Right foot flukes, right hand underneath the shoulder head, left foot to the base of the mat, left hand reaches up. Frame the ear, float the foot. Good, beautiful breath. Push that body away from that floor. Left hand reaches, grabs that imaginary rope, pull yourself up. Good, right hand sweeps back across the sky. Left hand follows, and left knee. Gentle sweep of the hips. Let's do the other side. Come back to center. Fluke that left foot. Right foot to the base of the mat. Left hand underneath the shoulder head. Right arm reaches up, stacking wrist, shoulder, shoulder, wrist. Right arm frames the ear. Let's float that right foot. Good. Anchor the right foot. Right hand reaches up, grabs that imaginary